Good morning to everyone. We are Betty and Dan Hart, a group composed of individuals who are interested. Ed, you hold on to the ball. That's yours, Ed, to keep for a while.
It's from Utah.
All right. We have prepared a statement that is not new to a lot of you, but I think it's very appropriate that we go through it today. It's called this, and I'll read as fast as I can. The paradox of our time in history is that we have taller buildings but shorter tempers, wider freeways but narrower viewpoints. We spend more but have less, buy more but enjoy it less. We have bigger houses and less families, more conveniences but less time, more degrees but less sense, more experts but more problems, more medicine but less
Mr. Hart,
wellness.
You got 1 minute left since there are two of you, so you got to go quick.
Well, then I will go to the last part first, if I can get it open here. Thank you. What I want to do is finish with this statement. There's lots more in the text. A time when technology can bring a message like this to you, and a time when you can choose to make a difference or just press the delete key. That's a message from Bill Porter. One question from Coach Hart and Betty. Will the governing bodies of tax unions call for a reappraisal of Property Tax Code Section 23.02? Or will you just press the delete key? Often in a football game or in life, it takes a key leader to make a difference. And I'm hoping that captain of the team is Ed there. We, the people of Harris County, request the honorable members of the Commission Court to make a difference by playing the game with the white ball, symbolizing the rights of the people in the property tax situation they're in.
Thank
Harvey. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. We appreciate
and
it.
Ed, when the decision is finally made, I got to get that ball back. That comes from Coach Willingham of the Utah team.
I believe it has been made. We reappraise on January 1 anyway. So to reappraise at this point, I don't believe makes...
May I answer, sir?
Sure.
I would suggest strongly that the answer you gave is probably accurately, technically correct. But what we're talking about is 23.02, where the reappraisal for the damaged properties will occur.
I understand. But
And
we reappraised on January 1.
But the reappraisal we're calling for is of August, the date of the storm Harvey. Then their taxes will be prorated and reduced for the remainder of this year. That's the difference.
Well,
thank you, Ed.
Talk to the school districts.
Pardon?
To the governor. Thank you.
All right.
There's your moment, Dan Hart.
Betty's fine too.
She's right behind you.
Okay. Can she come with me?
Absolutely.
You won't tell my wife, will you?
Say, Coach Hart, is Betty your girlfriend? Or?
Well, we're going on 86, both of us. She's 86, and I'm quite younger. I won't be there on November the 30th. But Dr. Parkinson's has gotten me, so my voice, walking, and I don't want to stumble into anybody, so be sure and help me. Now, Ed.
Combined, you have 6 minutes. So
I told you
start.
about Terry Burdick, and he wanted property tax. He's a good friend of mine. When you get your brochures, I think the first page is very very easy to explain. HCAT has now done the right thing. They've told the people. Last Wednesday, they wouldn't tell me. Wouldn't tell the people the truth. 23.02 of the tax code allows this body to do two things. The governing body of this Harris County has the right to require mass reappraisal for the damaged properties only, not the whole bunch, just the damaged ones. They're the people hurt. Look inside the first page and on the left side there. I have a lot of trouble Anyway, you see the man there that spoke to me and wrote that comment. You see the comments there. We also talked to HCAD yesterday, and they say that other counties have already moved for reappraisal. If the Harris County reappraiser asks for that action by the district, which they're doing already, Harris County is already out doing the reappraisal, but they're doing it for January 1 of 2018. There's a man there on the inside. I wish he could have been here, but he was a worker. He couldn't come. What happened is your taxes are going to be prorated and reduced. Yes, they're going to lose a little value, but don't we have a rainy day fund? And secondly, we all have to tighten our belts to make room and help the people. The county, Ed, I could have had many pictures of the county and all kinds of constables and everybody helping everybody. This is one thing. We didn't have any damage. It's not ourselves we're talking about. We're talking about everybody in this audience and all around the city. I've been to Friendswood. I've been all places and looked at them. All right. I put this jumbo paperclip on mine so I could figure it out. On the second page, I think the statement there by Thomas Jefferson is important. Down on the right, it takes the people, if you're going to do the right thing, you have to be informed. On the back page, you have the little song here. This is 1953, the picture. That's when these hands caught the ball that beat Texas and put us in the Cotton Bowl against Alabama and Bart Starr and all those stars. But we beat Alabama 28-6.
Go Owls.
And Rice, Rice, of course, has had a history that's diminished some, but they're still out there in good heart. But the secret is not this. I have one question, you see, one final question. How many hands does it take to catch a football pass in a game? Does anybody want to try? To save time, I'll go ahead with the scenario. I usually offer a $50 bill. It's up one of our property tax meetings in Austin. I say, anybody in the audience? And they'll holler at 1, 2, and I'll say, think again, think again, think again. And then somebody will think when I give them the hint. On the defense of the game, how many hands are trying to knock the ball down? And some smart Rice guy like Ed would say 22, and I'd say, there it is, Ed, come get your money. And then, back in the back here, Coach, I gave that answer first. Don't you know what venti dos means? And, Ed, with your permission, I'd like to do one verse of this and close it off.
Okay.
HCAD, everybody knows. I'm going to do the men's first. From the secret rooms of HCAD's deal to the last on the Capitol top, we will fight for fair appraisal in the CADs and in the courts. First to fight for the rights of the 14th and to keep your money safe. We are proud to claim the title of the new Texas Rangers. Women's verse or not?
I'm waiting to see if we get to hear from Miss Hart here somewhere.
This is hers. Here you go. I'll just give you a couple of starts here. From the kitchen of the homes we love to our family's future we guard. We will fight for equal and uniform in our clubs and our churches. All right, cut it off. Everybody know what the 14th Amendment's about? It's for equal rights between you and me. You understand that? That's what I give you, and that's what I expect in return.
Thank you, Coach Hart.
Thank you.
Well, I have one thing to say.
Good.
We went out to these apartment houses across the street on Memorial. I mean, it was devastating. They were just taking everything out. Everything was ruined. They had a bunch of records in one office, and they were just in great big boxes, and they were falling apart. And they need help. And that was just in one complex and other
Here's
things.
the closing point to that. The wealthy will go through this. The poor may not survive. And the middle class may find their savings gone. And I say we have to make a commitment. I think other counties have done this, and Harris will really make an impression. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time this morning. Emily Nickel. Emily Nickel, you want to follow that? All right. There's nobody else signed up to speak this morning, so unless there's something else for Commissioners Court, 10:17 will be adjourned.